Hello, dumpsterinos and frugalistas. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. I've been working out in the garden since about 7:30 this morning. I came in to go to the bathroom. I was just going to pee outside in the yard, and then I thought, no, be civilized, use a toilet. And this is lemonade, not pee. I know, whatever. I'm delirious. It's hot out. Anyway. I thought I would do a quick garden update and show you what I've been up to since I am harvesting a little bit, finally. Pulling up some potatoes. I've already harvested some potatoes. I've harvested quite a lot, actually, along the way. Little ones, just tiny little ones. I just pulled about 4 more plants up, and I have a couple more to go, so I thought, bring the frugalistas along. Right? Can't do it alone. Here's some potatoes that I have curing on a piece of, I was going to say newspaper, but it's actually Aldi flyer. It's an Aldi flyer that we got in the dumpster. Anyway, there's some potatoes, the ones we didn't eat already. And, okay, now we're going out in the garden. Go ahead, Liesl. Lead the way. A lot of the potted plants I had here on the front walkway, I moved over there because I pulled some potatoes last week and transplanted some broccoli over there. I also put down some carrot seeds that so far have a 0% germination rate. But I brought the potted plants over to kind of serve as a fence so the dog wouldn't trample the broccoli. So here we have some transplanted broccoli, which overall seems to be happier than it was in its pots. Got a lot of tomatoes in pots here. There's the pile of potatoes I just pulled up 10 minutes ago. A lot of little ones, which makes me think, oh, should I have not pulled them up yet? Were the little ones going to keep growing? Probably. But the tops were totally dead, totally. Anyway, I dug them up, and there they are. And we're going to get some more. A lot of these are tiny, but there are a few decent-sized potatoes in there. Like, that's a real potato. The tiniest ones, you know, like the really little baby ones, like that, I'll probably just cook right away. And then the big ones I'll try to cure and save for a while. And then back here are the potatoes I thought that I would pull now with you. Part of my desire to pull them, well, one, I'm impatient for harvesting, and 2, I just don't like how messy they look. I want my garden to be tidier. So, like, see, it's just like a mess. And they're right in there with my hydrangeas. All right, let's see. Now look at how many are right up at the ground and starting to turn green because they've been photosynthesizing, even though I do try to keep mounding stuff on top of them. Oof, look at that giant clod of dirt I put on top. And you know how they say you can't eat green potatoes? Well, guess who's going to? Me. I'm going to eat green potatoes, and I don't care. And I've eaten green potatoes before and I didn't die, so that's just the way it is. All right. Oof. Now these were all grown from dumpster potatoes, little Yukon Golds, little mini ones. So, taking that into consideration, I guess we have a pretty good situation here. Ew, look at that one. Someone's been trying to get in there. Ugh. Put that in the neighbor's yard. Okay, here we go. So those are decent looking. Make a little pile there. Oh, there's some from another plant. Yeah, that one's all mushy. Like this plant, this is as dead can be. So it's got to be time to harvest, even though it seems like They're really small. Here's a weird little clustery thing. Sometimes I find a rock that looks just like a potato. Ooh, here's a decent looking one. What is that? Oh, that's a bean. Look, there's a bean on my bean plant. So those are all from one plant. Like, this has got to count as dead enough to harvest now, right? That's what I'm going with. All right, let's pull this mess up. Oh, you gotta, oh, you're mushy. Mushy, why are you mushy? Probably an issue of too much water. Are you mushy too? Gross. Gross, squishy mushy. Ooh, I don't like that. Why are they so mushy? Ooh, oh, giant mush pile. Oh, this is very upsetting. Very, very discouraging. Grow potatoes for me and then be mushy. How dare you? Is anybody not a mush? That one's not too bad. What about you? That one's okay. Oh, there's some way down in there. Ooh, there's another one way down in there. Ooh, look how big that one is. Please don't let it be mushy. This might be my prize-winning potato. Oh, there's a whole bunch under there. Ooh, look at the size of that baby. That's like a real potato, and it's not mushy. There we go. Imagine if those other ones hadn't been mushy. This would be my prize-winning plant. Look at all those. Oh, that's mushy. I just stuck my finger in the mush. Oh, repulsive. Oh, gross. Get over there. Get over there. Ugh. Just compost over there. Ugh. Digging your finger into a mushy potato. I must have planted this one deeper and mounded more because they're way down in there. I have trouble with mounding, and I'll tell you what the deal is for me in mounding. I understand the whole concept of mounding when you're growing potatoes, but whenever I make a mound and then it rains, it just washes the mound away. Like, what is up? What? Come on, get out of there. There we go, look at that. Look at that, it's a little cluster. Oh, it's a cluster. And they're not mushy. Anybody else down in there? That's a rock. I can feel a rock. That's a little baby. So that's not so bad. Too bad about the mushy ones, though. Now, I know someone's going to say, oh, your soil looks kind of moist. You're supposed to wait till it's completely all dried out. I know, but I didn't wait. So there. I transplanted my watermelon plants over here that were in a pot because they just weren't getting any bigger. It's been that size for a long time. So I thought, oh, it's just being stunted by being in a pot and you need to be in the ground. So I transplanted the watermelons. They did not enjoy their transplanting at all. I think I killed some of my babies, which I'm kind of sad about. But they need space, and the potatoes are going to give way for the watermelons. All right, here we go. I think we're on plant number 6. And look, it's got a wee little potato. Isn't that sweet? I don't know. Maybe that one was still growing, I don't know. Oh well, not anymore. Where did you even come out of? Is there anything in the ground at all? Did you grow anything? Ugh, lackluster performance on that one. How much more time did you think you were going to get? All right, now I need to get this mess out of here without hurting my... Oh, that's a viney weed. Get out of there. All right. I have to figure out how to get these potatoes out of here without hurting my watermelon plant. Because they're kind of tangled up together. Look at that. Look at that. That's like coming off the stem of a potato that was laying in the ground. Did you know they would do that? I didn't know they would do that. I feel like that whole thing should just be planted and grow some more. Oh, well. All right. Remove this clump. What are we doing here? Oh, look at that. See, that's after I mounded with big chunks of grass and weeds that I pulled up. And then it tried to grow more weird little nubules. Interesting. All right, let's just get this mess out of here. Just gonna give it all a yank. Ooh, 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 look at that. Ooh, shake off the dirt. Got some potatoes there. Those are pretty good. Wow, look at all these little tiny ones that we're trying to grow because I mounded behind a hydrangea plant. Look at them. There's so many of the babies. Oh, all right. It's a pretty good mound. Gotta get those cleaned off. All right, we'll leave those for the moment, and I'm gonna show you how my butternut squash are doing. This whole big plant here is butternut squash. It's one butternut squash plant, and it's got several that are doing pretty well. So we've got that. We've got this one. That's heavy. And then we've got this one. And where's the other? I know there's... Oh, look, there's one of our transplanted watermelons. Taking refuge with the butternut squash. I know there's a third one. Oh, there it is. Oh, there we go. There's the third one. And then this is the area where I had a lot of trouble with some cucumbers. And they weren't looking good. The dog crushed them, and then they were really suffering in the heat, but I tied them up, and they're coming back. Like, the leaves look healthy. It's got little cucumbers growing. There's that one also. And then there's that one with all these little yellow flowers. It's hard to see because it's blending in with all this other ivy business, but it's got some cucumbers growing. I actually harvested a pretty decent sized one from this plant yesterday. Oh, look, there's one growing down there. It's getting there. All right, so we got some potatoes. That's exciting. But what I really wanted to show you is what I'm doing in the backyard, because I have a whole new little garden area that I created by ripping up crabgrass and other weeds and dragging some bricks over to make a little path. I am one hot, stinky mess, I gotta tell you. Here's a day that we're glad there's no smell-o-vision, because it is like a skunk rolling in a field of onions, and then it crawled into my armpits and died. All right, we still have Daddy's let's heat the water in the hoses before it goes into the pool water heating situation, which is extremely effective, but very unattractive. There's my little bean and cucumber patch that I started back when the dog's blue paddle pool was right there and killed the grass. And I dug it up and started that, but I have expanded it, and I put these bricks down just to kind of define the area. And we have a curving brick type situation, because I find curves to be much more appealing to the eye than straight lines. And then we have some cucumbers and beans growing in here. Yes, they're little. And some of them are not happy at how hot it is right now. But that's okay. They'll be fine. I started these in my little seed trays a few weeks ago. And we will see how they do prior to the first frost. But at least I got this space set aside for future gardens. And then I brought some more of these potted plants over just to, you know, keep everybody together and happy and try to deter the dog from trampling. I have this little section over here too, where I recently planted sugar snap peas and transplanted some broccoli there in the back. A few weeks ago I put down some seeds, and those are cauliflower. Cauliflower, cauliflower, cauliflower. Little baby cauliflower next to the sugar snap peas. The peas are all doing nicely. Now look, this is very exciting, this tomato plant. I have had some little cherry tomatoes that have gotten ripe and been picked, but of the larger tomatoes, these are the first ones that are showing a little bit of a blush of ripeness. This is what I was working on all morning, hauling bricks around and putting these little guys in the ground. Now, let's take a look over here at these cucumbers, because I think these plants have grown a few babies. Baby cucumbers, I mean. And I think we could harvest a few and make some pickles. Look, that's a decent sized little pickler. Look at that. I'm proud of you, baby. I'm proud of you. All right, I need more than one if I'm gonna make pickles. Oh, I see another one. There you go. That is a decent little pickler. Here's one. That could get a little bit bigger, but for a little sweet gherkin, that's kind of what we're going for, so we'll pick you. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're firing up the canning pot. Here we go. For more little sweet gherkins. You're too tiny. You're gonna grow some more. Anybody else in here? Any beans? There are beans down there in the middle. The cucumbers really took off and kind of took over the bean area. I thought the beans would grow taller faster, but they didn't. Oh wait, there's one. Oh, you're a good size for a little sweet gherkin. A little schmirkin. You're prickly. Gherkins. Anybody else in there want to get pickled? You want to get pickled. After all this hard work, Frugal Mommy wants to get pickled. There you go. Look at that. That's going to be a jar of pickles. So there we go with the garden update. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm pretty excited. I'm finally starting to harvest a little something. Not a lot, but a little something. And pretty decent on those potatoes. And I have to tell you, those little ones, those little tiny potatoes are so delicious when you fry them up in what? In some ghee. That's right, some nice salty ghee. Oh my gosh. I don't even have words to describe how different a fresh potato is from a store-bought potato or a dumpster potato or any old potato you have laying around that you're like, yeah, it's a potato, it's fine, it's good, it's a potato. But the fresh ones, I don't even know what it is about them. They're just so much better.